I made a training pack that if you master every shot in there, you will be a world-class freestyler. Just having good all-round mechanics is also another big factor in this, and I've got 2 tutorials for PC and console to improve your air and car control, and that will be in the description below. If your air or car control isn't good, I fully recommend you watching that. And this training pack will more be for intermediate people who want to be a lot better at the game, instead of just really beginners, who I will do future videos on as well, so make sure to sub for those. And for every single shot in this pack, I've got tutorials on that on my channel, and I go into depth in the tutorials, and they're very easy to watch and listen to as well. So if you're struggling on any of the shots, go on my channel, and I've got tutorials for basically every mechanic. And I'm doing a lot more tutorials as well, so sub to my channel for more tutorials and improve a lot in Rocket League. And I'll get on to the pack now. So you've seen the code for the pack, and I'll go through all of the shots in there. The first one's more for a more beginners one, all-round one for flip resets, air dribbles, ceiling shots and everything like that. Then the next shot is just the other side for the same one really, ceiling shots, flip resets, air dribbles, flip reset musties, anything like that. Just an all-round warm-up really. I've got more interesting ones coming up. The next one's for an air dribble. Air dribbles are actually one of the most important mechanics in the game. So having it in the back corner is actually really difficult to do it. And I recommend you learning from both sides and being able to keep the ball up while spinning all the way along. It's a lot harder than just doing it on the back wall. So this is something I recommend you actually learn a lot, like doing it a lot, like maybe 15 minutes a day of just the air dribbles will help you massively with mechanics and all-rounds in general. Then the shot after this one is a Musty Flick, so just practicing your Musty Flicks, as that's one of the hardest mechanics as well. Hardest mechanics to get good like that. And you also will learn the double touch as well. There's 2 types of ways to learn the Musties, either going off the post or just from the ceiling. I prefer the one going off the post, but it's your preference, doesn't really matter. But Musty Flicks are probably one of the most useful mechanics, and a mechanic that you'll see basically everyone use, so it's a must to learn it. And here just the other side, this is one where you have to actually learn it. I think Musty Flicks and air dribbles are the most important mechanics to learn by far, so make sure you learn those 15 minutes a day of each of them, or even more. And the shot after this one is just a dribbling one. Just doing lots of different stuff on the ground like this, 360 spins and everything. This will help your ball control massively. Or just if you're not that good at ball control, just dribbling around the map or something like that for as long as possible. It will help a lot. And having good ball control like this will actually improve your air dribbles and every other mechanic in the air. So this is actually really important you do get really good at this. Now for the redirects, that I personally think is the future of the game. So learning to do wall reads and corner reads etc. is a must. So here's the pack that I use for my wall reads. It's quite simple, you hit it hard into the wall, then redirects like that. That was quite close to scoring, but I didn't. And it's got all of the different angles and sides on there. I have got different packs for just every angle of wall reads like this. So I think it's mainly just, if you're good at one type of wall read, you'll be good at the other ones as well, I think. So as I said, every type of redirect is on this pack. So now it's corner reads. These are actually one of my least good ones, and I think these are really difficult. But this pack hopefully will make me improve them a lot if I just do them 15 minutes a day. I recommend you actually do like 10 minutes a day of each one of these. Maybe not each side, just 10 minutes of wall reads, 10 minutes of corner reads and 10 minutes of psychos, you'll see in a second. But these are actually really useful to learn and master, because they will be the future and they are really impressive, and this is what sets apart beginners and experts really. When like beginners do double touches, experts do wall reads and psychos, that's how it normally goes. As I said, I've got tutorials for every single mechanic in this pack on my tutorial playlist on my channel, so make sure to look in that and see what mechanics you can't do, as they will help a lot. I give advice, I give tips, I give everything to actually score them. So there's 2 psycho ones again. I think you only really need to learn one side, it's not necessary to learn both. But if you do, that's fine, obviously, as it helps your mechanics a lot. So now after the psycho ones, there's actually the Musty psycho now, what's also extremely important to learn. This one I actually find easier than the one before, because you actually get more power with your Musty Flicks. And I've got a tutorial for this as well, obviously, everyone in this pack I do. Psychos will probably be the next wall read as popularity, as people start to have improved mechanics. So if you improve your psychos, that will help massively as well. And this is just from the other side, I'll skip it quickly, so there's no point trying to score it as you've already seen it. This one's more for multiple flip resets or musty backboard resets, just any of those types of shots, mainly for just flip resets I think, or just like the gainer flip resets, the spin flip resets, rapid resets, anything like that. These are very useful to learn, as these will be implemented into your air dribbles and you start to get better at them. Now for double musties. This is actually something that has taken over at the moment, so people are doing like 7 musty flicks in a row and it's mental. So this is the training pack you'll use for that. And my record's like 4. In this video I was really bad, but these are actually really difficult, mainly just mechanics really, and grinding them, getting the first reset really well. That was a close one for a double one. But I've got both sides for this. The other side you can do your double musties as well. Double musties will be implemented into a lot more shots in the future, I feel like, so learning how to double musties is really important. Like, I think it'll be implemented in more different setups instead of just going for the first flip reset, if you know what I mean. So that's the end of this pack, and I've got a little bit more to say, as this is more of a grind than just having a really good pack, if you know what I mean. So you still need to do a lot of grinding on every single shot. As I said, I've got tutorials for every single shot on this training pack, so make sure to sub to my channel and look through that. If you could sub to this channel for future videos where I do really helpful and make you improve massively. So make sure to sub to my channel, notification bells, also sub to my shorts channel in the description below. That will mean a lot to me, and I'll see you then.